Hey, back with you. So I wanted to introduce you to Ben Mallue. Ben is somebody that I met, like most of these people in these interviews, when he was your age, and either in one of my classes, one of my teams, or in the soccer camp in the summer. And I met through the soccer camp. Although I did come to know Ben before he came to the camp, which he'll tell you about in the interview. It was an interesting story that he tells, uh, and was able to give Ben his first coaching job at our camp, Marauder Soccer Camp, and Ben has gone on to career in coaching and college soccer in America. He's right now at Boston University, and he's also coached at St. John's in New York City, as well as Florida International in Miami. He's carving a name for himself in American soccer and doing really well. Also, Ben is a thinker. He is a person who is definitely the 20th kid. I mean, definitely the 20th kid. He's different. Thinks about life differently, thinks about things differently, doesn't follow the crowd necessarily, unless the crowd seems to be right. But he's always willing to ask questions and take a different look at things. And I respect him a great deal for that. I respect him a great deal for his intelligence, his enthusiasm, his fun, the success that he's had, and especially for the perseverance that he's shown. We don't talk about it much in the interview, but Ben, when he went to college at St. John's was a high level school, is a high level school. Ben could have gone to a lesser level school and had a really good and easy chance of making the team and playing a lot. But Ben wanted to go at a tougher school and see if he was good enough to make it. He actually did not make the team his freshman year, and but the coach offered him a position as manager, which was sort of a gopher, go do this, go do that, take care of the laundry, run and get coffee, whatever is needed, whatever little jobs are needed, that's what we need you to do. Are you willing to do it? And Ben did. He took that job. And at St. John's, each of the different sports, basketball, soccer, volleyball, and all the different sports each have their own managers. And they have an award for Manager of the Year, the best manager of all the managers, and Ben won that award. He continued to try out for the team his second and third year there at St. John's and continued not to make it, but continued on as a manager. In his role as manager, he continued an interest in coaching. He had actually started that interest in coaching when he was working in the camp. And he became more and more serious about it, and the coach could see that he was serious about it. He also practiced with the team. As manager, he was allowed to do that. And he was really a good player. He was just slightly off the edge of making that team. They took a trip to Vietnam and in the off season, and Ben was given a chance to play during that trip, and he did quite well. So when he came back for his senior year, he actually made the team. Yes. Didn't play that much, but he did get some key minutes in some key games, including in the conference tournament that they won. And they went to the NCAA postseason tournament, and Ben was a part of that. As soon as he graduated, his coach could see that if they just let him go, they were going to lose a valuable member of their team, because for 4 years now, Ben had really proven himself, both on and off the field, as somebody that was really a key person, because he was willing to do the work. That's the thing, guys. He's willing to do the work. He's willing to do whatever it takes to help the thing go forward. And so he was awarded, after graduation, with something called a graduate assistantship. What that means is that he was going to be allowed to come on the coaching staff as an assistant coach if he would stay at St. John's and go to graduate school. Now, graduate school means after you finish college, the degree you get after you finish college is called a bachelor's degree. But if you stay and do more school, you can go for something called a master's degree. And then after that, you can go for something called a doctorate. That's the highest degree in school you can get. And Ben was offered the chance to come for his master's degree, and he took it, and he took a job on the coaching staff as an assistant, and his career was off and running. Here he was at the age of 23, one of the youngest assistant coaches in the country, and he was on his way. All during that time, Ben stayed involved with us, working in the summers as a member of our soccer coaching staff, our soccer camp coaching staff. Ben did something important. He never forgot where he came from. Never forgot where he came from. And even though he'd made it all the way up to NCAA Division I coaching, he still came back and worked in the camp, which is really an admirable trait. It was an important thing, and it's an important part of who Ben is. So after his year getting a master's degree and working on the staff as a graduate assistant, that time ended, and the coach of St. John's had to either let Ben go or offer him a full-time job. Well, he offered him a full-time job to join the coaching staff of one of the top programs in America, and Ben took that job at the age of, I think, 24, and he was off and running with his coaching career. He was given the job to do recruiting, and he went all over the world to recruit people, to look for players that could play for St. John's. Europe, South America, even down to Australia and New Zealand. One of the places where he made contacts was in Finland, and later, when Kyle Karinga came through, Ben was instrumental in helping set Kyle up with a tryout for a team in Finland. Now, some of you guys know who Kyle is because he played for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. He played for my team in high school, and he's a volunteer assistant here at Cypress Woods. He's been out to Cypress Woods. You're going to meet Kyle in an interview coming up real soon. Kyle's a professional player in Finland right now, in part because of Ben, because Ben opened that door for him. Let's get back to Ben's story. We'll talk about Kyle at another time. So Ben worked at St. John's for about 7 years. Then he went down to Miami and worked at Florida International University for several years, and now he's in Boston. So Ben is somebody that I think you're really going to enjoy watching him, hearing what he has to say. I want you to think of Ben when you watch him. I want you to picture him as a 4th and 5th grader, as your age, because that's when I first got to know him. And then think of what he's become now. He's got a wife and a child, and you're going to actually meet his daughter, Ivy, who crashes the interview and jumps up on his lap during the interview. And as you know, as a 3-year-old, I think that's how old she is. As a 3-year-old might, they think they're entitled to everything. They think they're the boss of everything. They don't really understand. They're just 3. They think the world revolves around them. It's kind of cute. So I hope you enjoy the Ben Mallue interview. I've included some extra little slides in there for this. And if you have any interest or any reaction to it, I'd love to hear from you if you want to send me an email. Okay? Adios, amigos. And I'll see you at the live session.